Hey, you might be wondering, should you get trade lines for funding? If so, you found the right video. Hey, let's cue in that intro, please. Hey, how's it going, friend? Juan Pablo here. If you're new to this channel, first and foremost, welcome. We're glad to have you. On this channel, we typically like to focus on the three pillars to financial freedom, which are personal finance, funding, and real estate investing. Plus, if you're new, make sure you like and subscribe so the algorithm can do its thing to provide you with additional videos to help you along your journey towards financial freedom. So without further ado, let's dive into the topic. So in this topic, I'm talking about trade lines. And by the way, I have another video below in which I discuss about trade lines and the benefits. So just check the link below in the description to learn more. But in regard to trade lines, do they help you at all? So great question. So trade lines, if you're unfamiliar, they're also known as authorized users. That's when you add another person to your credit card, or you're added to someone else's credit card or their account. Now, it could have some benefits, especially from a personal standpoint. Trade lines is synonymous with authorized users as well as piggybacking. So the positives are this: it could be good for personal use, meaning, let's say you're looking for an apartment to rent, and you reached out to a mom and pop landlord, and the mom and pop landlord just wants to take a look at your credit score. They're not well versed in reading your credit report, seeing the difference between a primary account, meaning that's an account you apply for, or an authorized user account, a trade line, meaning you're leveraging someone else's credit. So they don't know the difference. Only thing they see is that you have a 760 score, and that 760 is a great score to them because their floor is 680 and you get approved. Or it can be useful for having trade lines if you're applying for personal credit cards, okay, in which you're just taking a look at the score. So if you're applying for creditors or any type of credit in which the creditors only just focus on the score and that's it, and they're not combing through your credit report line by line, then yes, being an authorized user of someone else's account can be beneficial. Now, I get this a lot. Hey, Juan Pablo, should I also pay for authorized users? Should I pay for trade lines? I don't recommend it at all, because if you have a family member or friend, just try utilizing that network first and just request that you get added to, let's say, a credit card in which they have for a very long time. That's in good standing, meaning they pay the bills on time, no late pays, it's not in collections or anything of that nature, and they have a low debt utilization ratio below 30%. So for instance, if they have a Bank of America credit card, let's say $10,000 the maximum limit, they only have $3,000 charged to that card. That's a 30% debt to credit ratio, 30% debt utilization. In other words, that's really great. And let's say they had this credit card for 10 years, never had a late pay, then that's great. Then you might want to ask that family member or friend or colleague to be added to that card, but just let them know, hey, I don't need the card. So once you receive it in the mail, you don't have to give it to me. You can cut it up, but it's only to boost my credit temporarily because I'm applying for this personal credit here. I'm applying to get an apartment, right? And my potential landlord only just does credit checks. And then once we're done, you can remove me. Okay, so it's beneficial in that sense. But most people have the misconception that trade lines are beneficial for funding, which is not the case. So if you're looking to apply for business credit, meaning whether it's business credit with a personal guarantee or without, the trade lines won't work. Why? Because business credit card companies are a tad bit more savvy than your average typical mom and pop landlord that I just outlined that scenario. Because what they'll do, the business credit card companies, they'll comb through your credit report and they can clearly see. If you take a look at your credit report, and by the way, I have a link below if you want to get access to your credit report. If you haven't seen it in a while, I highly recommend for you to check it monthly. We have a recommended credit monitoring service. Just check the link below to learn more. But you want to check it monthly, okay, to see the activity. But what they do, the business credit card companies, they comb through your full credit report and they can clearly see this account. Oh yeah, that's a primary account, meaning you apply for this account and it's on your credit report. Now, this account, this Bank of America credit card, that shows as AU, authorized user. So we know you're not a primary on that account. You didn't apply for that account. You probably reached out to your auntie and she just allowed you to piggyback off her good credit. So as a result, we're not going to include that in our underwriting, meaning we're going to disregard that Bank of America credit card, and we're going to look at your primary accounts. Even though your score might be a 760 because of that piggyback off that Bank of America, we don't care. We're looking only at your primary accounts. So if you're looking to leverage your credit for business credit reasons, Tradelines won't work. But if you are interested in leveraging your credit for business funding reasons, or you're just looking to get your hands on more capital and you don't know what to do, then we have a free training for you. We definitely want to get on the phone to consult you to let you know what your options are. So the only thing I want you to do, my friend, is just check the link below in the description to learn more. We'll definitely help you where your funding needs are concerned. All right, guys. Well, that's it. As always, this is for your success. Continue to earn passively, live passionately. Peace.